There is one thing that has shaped every single leap in human evolution. Not strength, not power, not even intelligence, but something far more subtle and far more dangerous. A question. Why does the sun rise? What lies beyond this river? What if the earth is round? Every civilization, every invention, every discovery began not with certainty, but with doubt. Questioning is the heartbeat of human consciousness. It is not just a tool of curious, it is the very spark of our evolution. But somewhere along the way, we were told to stop. As children, we ask questions endlessly. Why is the sky blue? Why do people die? Why can't I be happy all the time? But as we grow older, the world begins to silence us. Teachers rewards answers, not questions. Religious demands beliefs, not inquiry. Society tells us, don't ask too much, just follow. And so, we begin to fear questions. We start thinking, what if I offend someone? What if I am wrong? What if I don't find answer? But here is the truth. Not asking is the greatest mistake. Because the mind that does not question is the mind that slowly dies. Belief without inquiry is not faith, it is a form of sleep. Look at history. People have committed wars, genocides, oppression, all in the name of blind belief. Belief in a leader, belief in a book, belief in a system. Nobody paused to ask, is this right? Is this true? Who benefits from this belief? The moment we give up the right to question, we become easy to manipulate. Blind belief creates followers, questioning creates thinkers. There is no such thing as a wrong question, only unasked ones. Whether you are questioning a tradition, a relationship, a religion, or your own thoughts, every question is valid. Take Galileo. He dared to ask, what if the earth revolves around the sun? They tried to silence him. But today, he is remembered not for obedience, but for courage. Or Buddha, who questioned suffering, desire, the self. He didn't follow the scriptures blindly. He walked into the unknown and came out awakened. The great minds of every age were not those who had the best answers, but those who had the courage to ask difficult questions. Questioning is not a rejection of truth, it is the very path to truth. If you never ask, you will never know. If you never doubt, you will never understand. Even if you never find the final answer, just the act of questioning makes you more aware, more alive, and more free. Imagine someone who never questioned for their job, their routine, their pain. They'd live the same loop forever. But the one who asks, is this it? Belongs to evolve. To question is to grow. To grow is to live. Many people think questioning is rebellion, that it's disrespectful. But questioning is not about rejecting others. It's about exploring truth within yourself. You can question your teacher and still respect them. You can question your religion and still honor the essence behind it. You can question your own thoughts and still love yourself. In fact, real respect is not blind acceptance. It is a willingness to look deeper. Sometimes we are told, don't ask what you can't understand. But that's like telling a child, don't dream what you can't reach. Not every question has a quick answer. Some questions open you, some expand you, some break your illusions so that the truth can finally enter. Even if you never find the answer, the question itself transforms you. Think of a person who leaves a high paying job to follow a dream. Everyone around them says, why would you give this up? But deep inside, they ask themselves, is this who I want to be? Or the woman who walks out of an unhappy marriage after years of silence, not because someone gave her an answer, but because she finally dared to ask, do I deserve this? It all begins with a question. There is no question without an answer. Sometimes the answer is a word, sometimes it is silence, sometimes it is transformation. So never stop questioning, because every great journey, inward or outward, begins not with a step, but with a question. And those who question are the ones who truly live. Wisdom is not taught, it is uncovered, layer by layer. Subscribe if you are ready to keep digging. And tell me in the comments, what's the deepest question you have never dared to ask?